am pretty short myself. So if I cannot see where I'm driving, I don't know about you, but that does not sound fun to me. Please keep your hands, arms, legs, elbows, and anything that could be outside of the boat inside of the boat. If you are wondering about life jackets, I do have some. I have them in the hatches here in front of me. But my advice, if you find yourself in the river, stand up and look out. Yeah, most of the river is about 4 feet deep, so even I am taller than the river. And that's saying something. And one last thing, I have to let you know, it is not allowed to smoke or vape on the Riverwalk. But you are allowed to drink as much as you want. There's my people right there. And those are all of my rules. Are we ready to get started? Woo! Come on guys, give me some energy. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Come on, I have more than 2 people here. Are we ready? Now that's what I like to hear. We're gonna start the tour passing this bridge. Once we exit it, I want every single one of you, everybody here, to look to my left, all the way to the top. You'll see a flat building right now. Everybody to my left, all the way to the top, all the way to the top. Oh my God, it's a flat building. What? I'm just messing with you. That's just an optical illusion. This is the Nix Hospital. Opened in 1930, the Nix Hospital was one of the first medical centers in the nation to be fully air conditioned. A lot of famous people were born there, like Carol Burnett, Oliver North, Michelle Rodriguez from the Fast and the Furious franchise. And did you guys know Selena Gomez? Because she was the right one. The Nix Hospital has been closed for a few years now, but they do have plans to turn it into a hotel. But you know, a hospital from the 1930s becoming a hotel, that does not sound like the beginning of a horror movie whatsoever. Speaking of hotels, we have one here in front of us. And in front of us on my left is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. The Hyatt Regency was established in 1981. It is 16 stories high, and this is actually the fastest way to get to the Alamo from the Riverwalk. Now, because this hotel is in front of the Alamo, they had to do a lot of shadow testing when they were designing it. Only because we have a law that says that you cannot cast a shadow over a battlefield memorial, which the Alamo happens to be one. So instead of making that hotel taller, they decided to make it wider. Because why would they lose money over a lawsuit? On my right side, we have the Casino Club building. And I saw your faces. Sorry guys. No, it is not an actual casino. Everybody calm down. The reason for the name is in 1927 two associations merged. The Casino Association and the San Antonio Club, and that's how they got their name. As of today, the first 2 floors are a restaurant and the rest are apartments. So if you wanted to live on the Riverwalk, you would actually be able to. And we have reached, personally, my favorite part of the Riverwalk. We call this restaurant row. We have every single type of food that you can find in here. We have Mexican, Italian, Mexican, German, Mexican, Chinese, Mexican, Indian, Mexican, Tex-Mex, Mexican. Did I already say Mexican?
No.
No, we have a lot of Mexican food right here. If you are interested in getting a charter or a dinner boat with any of these restaurants, you can talk to the managers and they will give you all of the information to make that happen. Where's mine? Come on, where's mine? Speaking of Mexican restaurant, we have one of my favorites here on my right side. This one with the lights and their beautiful colorful umbrellas Rio was also the first people to introduce the idea of having boats on the river. Just back then, the boats used to be little gondolas, and they could handle 3 people. So they could fit the rower and only 2 guests. And look how far we've come. Right here, we're gonna take a left turn. We're going to be entering the man-made extension of the Riverwalk. Now, the reason why we added the man-made extension is because in 1968, San Antonio hosted the Hemisphere World Fair. So, because we knew we were going to be having a lot of people here in the city, 6 million people to be exact, we built hotels, restaurants, and attractions, and we wanted to make kind of like a shortcut for people to get to the Riverwalk from wherever they were. So this extension was added, and then people would use the boats as taxis. The building in front of us, a little bit on my left, that says Marriott, is the Marriott Hotel. I know, who would have guessed? Now, the Marriott opened in 1988. But back in 1906, there used to be another hotel in that exact same location called the Fairmont. So when the Marriott wanted to build their hotel, they wanted to tear down the Fairmont, but they were not allowed to do it because that was considered an historical building. So they did the best next thing, and they decided to move the Fairmont Hotel. And I know that sounds like a joke, but it happened. In 1985, it took 6 days, 36 stories with 8 wheels each. But they actually picked up the Fairmont Hotel and they moved it to a different location a couple blocks away from here. So remember, ladies, if he wanted to, he would. There is no excuses now. On my right side, on street level, you'll see the Tower of the Americas here on my right, in between the trees. The Tower of the Americas was the centerpiece of the 1968 World's Fair. It is 750 feet tall, and for 28 years, that was the tallest site building in the country. That was until Las Vegas heard that we always say that everything's bigger in Texas, and they said, "Hold my dice." And they built the Las Vegas Stratosphere. This beautiful lady right in front of us is the newest addition to the Riverwalk. She is the Stargazer. We got her in 2022. The Stargazer is made out of Mexican volcanic rock. So the same material as molcajetes are made out of. And she is holding a little star made out of marble. And the star, if you look closely, it actually has a little hole in it. So people are always making their guesses about what they think she is looking at. Some people say she's looking at stars. Others say she's looking at the sun, the moon, or that she is even looking at the future. But, folks, I am the tour guide. I just studied this stuff. Almost. So she's looking at when are the Dallas Cowboys finally gonna make it to the Super Bowl. It was a joke, you can laugh. But I am actually kidding. The artist Pedro Reyes left her open for interpretation, so every single guess would be correct. So technically, I am right. We are now entering what we know as the Convention Center extension. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this part of the tour has been my favorite this past couple months. Sometimes, I don't know, okay, let me see. Okay, you can kind of feel a little breeze over here. And we've been having some very hot temperatures in Texas lately, so I like the fact that we can come here in the middle of the tour and just cool down a little bit. Trust me, it's been a challenge to be driving the boat during the summer, but I really like to come here. But the beautiful building in front of us, a little further down with the glass, is the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. We got that convention center in 1968 for the World's Fair. And actually, most of the stuff that we have here on the man-made extension, we got them because of the World's Fair that happened in 1968. We named that convention center after Henry V. Gonzalez. He is a former congressman native of San Antonio, and he was actually the first Mexican-American voted member in the House of Representatives. He was in office from 1961 until 1999, and then his son, Charlie Gonzalez, filled his place from 1999 until 2013. Now that's what I call keeping it in the family. And a little bit of nepotism.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the